Hey everyone, it's Ryan here. So this has been a while, but I'm going to be doing a movie review now. I've got two coming up because I've actually been to the cinema twice this weekend. It's been almost a month since I last went to the cinema to watch something, which was Cars 3. Um, First movie I'm going to talk about was what I watched on Saturday, which was the Emoji Movie. If there's one emoji to sum up why I think of this movie, it's the turd emoji. Um, like the second I saw that this was announced, I fell out of movies. You know, if you're making a movie about emojis, how desperate must you be for money, and what length has movie producing gone to now? Where it's like, you know, emojis just aren't a thing. Like, well, obviously they're a thing, but it's like, if you're making a movie about it, why? Um, it's been around for what, 5 years maybe? Like the proper emojis. Um, like there's a lot of similarity to Lego movies. I've had loads of people going like, "Oh, if you don't like if the Emoji Movie is a piece of shit to you, then why do you like the Lego Movie?" It's like because Lego's been around for decades. Lego's had its own spin-offs of everything. It's had its Lego TV series. It's had Lego games. It's been partnered with so many franchises. Of course, they can make a fucking Lego movie, and then they had all the other things in there. They had Lego Superman, Lego Batman, Lego Gandalf, Lego whatever. It's just one of those things. It's just like the emojis just have no purpose other than for text. Um, but the story is you have Gene, who I believe is T.J. Miller, so there's an upside there already. Um, he's sort of like an emoji that can do several emojis. He's not just one emoji, and that makes him a freak to everyone else. It's it's the same but opposite to Lego Movie. In the Lego Movie, Emmett wants to feel like he's special, but it turns out he's just a regular person, and everyone's like, "Oh, yeah, I know him, but he's nothing special." And like he sort of wants to be special, whereas in the Emoji Movie, Gene wants to be just a regular meh, because that's literally my whole place to the movie is just meh. There's like two jokes which I find funny, but it's by James Corden's character who's High Five. Um, but yeah, so he's on his first day of being in the text phone and he fucks up, and there's Smiley who's like the evil person, sort of like Mr. President or whatever his name was. No, Lord Business. I think it's President Business or something. But yeah, it's like Lord Business where it's like, oh, I'm super happy, but I'm going to kill you type thing. Um, so he gets outcast, and then High Five is trying to get back into like the favorites list since he's been like so outdated. Um, so he tells her about a hacker who can get him to be normal. Um, and then yeah, they go find her. But yeah, there's three jokes. There's a bit where they're getting there's about four jokes, but it's all like to do with James Corden's character. So they go, oh, there's a secret illegal software thing, and TJ Miller's character goes, what would teenagers want to hide from their parents? And it's just like James Corden's like, let's just go. It's because it's just like the adult joke. It's like, yeah, we know what they're hiding in there. They go in there and there's like spam email. It's like, hi, I'm Pam. It's been a while since I've seen you. It's like the S is like crossed out. It's just like Pam. It's like, oh, it's like I've seen you before. And like, we can boost your popularity by 25% if you do this. It's like he goes to sign it, and James Connor's just like, back off. And then it's just like, yeah, they're trying to get you back off like that. But me and my friend, we just started laughing because it almost sounded like he just yelled fuck off. I was like, did he say back off or something else? Because it was fuck off. Like it was just said like that. And they find the hacker. It turns out it's a girl. The sort of rebel with the punk hat and the blue hair. And then you can tell it's like, well, there's something about you that's a bit hidden. Yeah, it's very similar to Wild Style from Lego Movie. It's revealed like halfway in that turns out she's a princess that didn't want to be a princess anymore. Like she's sort of like Emmett. She didn't want to be the regular. She's like, there's an interesting fact. It's like, oh, the only thing females get to be are either princesses or brides. I didn't want to. Yeah, maybe we want to be more than that. But yeah, there's like so much product placement as well. You've got Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Candy Crush gets its own part for about 15 minutes. Um, Dropbox is where they're trying to get to because it's where the cloud is. Uh, there's Spotify as well. But yeah, there's just so much stuff. Like eventually it gets to the point where they're going through different parts. Um, you've got Mare's parents who like the dad's like, no, don't do this. Like, but it's like obviously it's like I believe in you, son. You know you can do this, and the dad's like, no, don't take him. He's different. They like he'll mess up on his first day, and it's like it's basically they're sort of like they're falling out with each other. And then there's a secret that the dad's also got the same thing as Gene, where he can do multiple emotions, but he's still in the mare form because he's been mare for so many years. Um, yeah, and then sort of gets on with the story. There's a bit where obviously Gene and the hacker, I keep forgetting what her name is, they start to like sort of fall for each other, but obviously you don't want to give it away too much because it's a kids movie, but you can tell they sort of like each other. Um, there's like 3 moments where they do like Rihanna references. One's like a song. There's a brilliant bit where they're in like a Just Dance app as well. James Corden's character gets like, because whilst the Just Dance app is being deleted, James Corden gets grabbed by like AI monitors and sort of like dragged into the trash. There's like internet trolls and he's like, leave me be, I want to be left alone. Um, but he gets like a discarded email where it's like, because the whole point to it like the other side story, because it takes place on a phone, obviously. The kid's phone it belongs to has like this crush on like this other girl, and he was trying to send an emoji to her, and it was like this sort of mixed one, so it sort of throws him off. His phone just keeps tampering, so he goes to get it like factory reset, so obviously delete everything on the phone. Yeah, there's an email he tries to send to her. He's like got it. It's got the high five symbol, so that gives James Corden hope. They do the whole, no, your mission is to get this, but he's my friend. We have to go back. And they're like, oh, I guess we have to go back then. They rescue him, and there's a bit where it's like later on they're trying to get past a firewall, and they're trying to remember. They're trying to guess what a password is. Um, and then they have the email that he tried to send, and it says, "You and I are like diamonds in the sky." Blah blah blah. And it says, "Shine bright." It took me to the last line, "Shine bright like a diamond," to realize he was using the lyrics from fucking Rihanna, "Shine like diamonds." I was like, "Fucking hell, really?" Like that made me laugh. And then there's a bit where the princess and TJ are like talking to each other. TJ asks, or Gene asks why the hacker wants to go to the cloud and be free, and she sort of like throws it off and like has a bit angry, walks off a bit. High Five goes, "Oh God, you can't see the signs? She's not giving you as much as normal. That means she likes you. I mean, the peace sign gave me one finger before, and I knew we were in love." And like, it took me a few minutes. I realized what he meant by meaning the peace sign gave her the middle finger. Uh, yeah, like it's just that made me laugh as well. Yeah, it gets on. Gets to the point where they're actually at the Dropbox, and then Gene sort of like it's sort of like the way it happens in a lot of movies where they get to the end and he's like, you know what, maybe that's not what I want now. Yeah, maybe I want this person instead. Sort of like with Tangled, where it's like his whole point is just get the princess to the castle, so he can get like a crown or something. Um, and then in the end, he literally just falls for it. He's just like, you know what, I don't want the crown anymore. So like with this, it's sort of like he basically confesses the feelings to the princess, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I like you, but I'm not staying here. I want to go." And then that just turns him meh. And then like he didn't need the thing. It was literally getting heartbroken by her that turns him into a meh. He manages to somehow instantly get. Oh no, actually, that's one thing. They actually managed to make that very convenient. Is like normally when they have scenes like that, it's instantly within the next 5 minutes they're back to wherever. But it turns out he gets grabbed by the like a super improved AI robot and taken all the way back. So that's the reason he gets back so quickly. Um, and it ends up doing the whole, you know, you like High Five going, you realize that you broke his heart. He confessed his feelings to you, and you just threw him off. Um, yeah, and all that stuff. And then obviously they have to go back for him. Um, they end up stopping Smiley by telling the giant robot off. Try and send the mixed emoji out before the phone gets deleted. Like everything's being wiped. It gets down to the last spec, and he puts out the emoji. It's like this super animated emoji, and then obviously it makes the girl fall for the kid. He's like, "Yeah, I'll go to the dance with you." So it's like, "Yeah." It goes, and then he unplugs it from like the last spec, and it fully restores. I'm like, I'm not sure that's how phones work. You know, it will keep the last thing, but it won't restore everything because you pulled it out. You know, because it deletes it file by file. But yeah, everything is saved, all is good. You know, all that shtick. And then end of the movie. Like I said, I enjoyed 3 moments from it. It wasn't that great. Like Lego Movie was a lot better. This was a really shitty version of the Lego Movie. Um, Definitely not watching it again. I hate the fact that it was made in the first place. Like I said, light entertainment, easy for a kids film. Yeah, I just didn't like it. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10. Below average. Like I said, 3 or 4 jokes made me laugh, but that was it. Everything else was just not entertaining. I almost fell asleep during it. Um, but I think it was just for the fact that I was with my friend that I didn't want to fall asleep. But yeah, that's what I thought of the Emoji Movie. Let me know what you think. I shall see you in the next one.